Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, wrestling fans around the world, I would like to personally welcome you to episode 47 of the greatest wrestling podcast in the tri state area, the Hot Tag Podcast. All right. This is the podcast we talk about everything and anything pro wrestling. Of course, I'm one half of your host, Rashaad. The other half of your host, my tag team partner in crime, Justin. Justin, what's going on, bro? It's another week.
What it do? What it do? Hey, we back. Episode 47. Another week. Talk about wrestling with our family, hot tag. And yeah, I'm ready to get into it.
Listen, man. Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie, some things been going on this week, man. Some things been going on. A lot of buzz has been happening in the rest of the world. A lot of headlines, a lot of rumors and everything. A lot of new faces and a lot of people going to different places. But let's go to our headlines, man. What we got for headlines?
The major headline this week, of course, is coming from good old WWE
Good old.
making poor decisions once again, this time with the essentially release of Iljia Draganov. This came to a shock because we were literally last week just asking about where is Iljia Draganov? Seen him working out in the dungeon, so he looks obviously cleared and ready to go. Yet he hadn't been on TV for a while. It comes out that that was a WWE decision to keep him home, and 2 days ago, it was released by the Observer that Iljia Draganov had been released from the WWE.
Crazy.
Re- Reports say that the reasoning behind this is WWE felt like he wasn't a needle mover and that
Mm.
he was a great worker, but he couldn't do nothing for numbers. And for the money he was being given, I guess they didn't see the value in it. Now, how do you feel about hearing all of this? What are your thoughts on Iljia Draganov being released by WWE? No 90-day
No 90-day,
rule.
which I mean,
They let his
that's
contract expire and
he could just like
be free
next
to go.
day. I'll say this because we were just talking about this literally last week. Like what's up with Ilya? All these people. I want to talk about the needle mover comment. You feel me? Uh
It was
how can
numbers mover.
somebody
My bad. Hold on.
no no
Numbers
oh
mover.
numbers mover? Okay, cool. Same thing. How can you be a numbers or needle mover if the one company that you have to be a number mover for doesn't put you on TV? What do you like? How can you sell something if you don't have the opportunity to sell it? You feel me? Like that makes no sense to me. How can you tell somebody that they don't move the numbers, they don't sell enough merch, or they don't, you know, they don't bring in some type of money or whatever when you do not put them on TV, you don't put them in a position to do that. I can understand if he was on TV every week and he still wasn't doing nothing for the company, then we gotta have a hard discussion, a hard conversation. But he's not on TV. You have nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
Like he's not in a feud. He's not in a title picture. He's not even backstage, bro. The last time we saw him backstage was when Carmelo Hayes was champion, and he
And,
and he was having his little promos or whatever.
and yet he may not be the most. He might not be the biggest merch seller. However, there is a handful of people in that company better in the ring than Iljia Dragunov. And at the end of the day, sports entertainment, whatever you want to call it, two men or women still at the end of the day have to get in that ring and wrestle and make us believe in what they do inside that ring. Not just on the mic. What they do inside the ring also matters. After the year that Iljia Draganov gave y'all last year, with his best of 7 with Carmelo Hayes, winning the U.S. Championship, beating Sami Zayn, for you to not see value in that man who was carrying SmackDown on his back for a little bit.
Literally.
When your main event storylines were floundering, Iljia Draganov in the main card with the U.S. Championship Open Challenge was putting in work. I don't know. I'm happy for Iljia because this means that he's going to be able to go wherever he is really going to be valued, whether that be AEW or wherever else he decides to go. But I don't quite get it. Numbers mover, but we just signed Big Cass without Enzo Amore.
And he's going to move numbers?
He moves numbers? Because I don't recall people asking for Big Cass back.
Without, and like literally, they weren't asking for him without Enzo Amore. They were like, if you would ask for him, like you got to have Enzo Amore with him. But hey,
numbers mover, but you let go one of your biggest merch selling tag teams of all time in the New Day.
Literally, you had a grown man out here with unicorns on their head, with the horns joint. You feel me? Like you don't want to pay somebody with their worth. You feel me? Like he was asking for what he's worth. And they're like, and you don't really bring in the profit for us to really pay you what you want. Put me on TV and let me show you exactly what I'm worth. You give me a storyline. You saw what I did with the United States Championship. You saw what I did with Carmelo Hayes. You saw the one-off matches I had. Like you obviously saw what I did at NXT. Like if it wasn't for my injury, I would literally he would probably be a world champion right now if it wasn't for his injury.
He came back from the knee injury and looked just as good. Yeah, this is another questionable release, but it does seem like they're releasing some people so that they can make way for some newcomers. Tanahashi, we just saw him debut on SmackDown, and I think Kyoki
yes,
is going to be his name. And I thought that promo with him and Shinsuke was really good.
Fire, yeah.
Big Cass, like we talked about earlier.
I will give WWE credit to one thing, and that there's no 90-day clause that he can go and work and perform wherever he desires to be without any delay.
Apparently, from the words of Jinder Mahal, there is no 90-day clause. And what they actually do is they just sit you home with pay, but they just sit you home until your contract runs out. And they tell you 90 days before. That's the 90 days they're talking about. So they tell you have 90 days until your contract is up and we won't be renewing your contract. And then they just keep you home with pay for those 90 days. And then once it's over, you're free to work wherever you want to work.
Okay.
It's not like injury time that Tony Khan was doing, where he would tack on the injury time after. I don't know if WWE does that. I don't think they do, though. I don't think they do. But I know it's different. So apparently there is no 90-day stipulation, apparently, according to Jinder Mahal. But yeah, either way, Iljia is officially out of his contract. Like I said, I'm excited to see where he goes because you look at Iljia Draganov coming in right now, like you look at a Kurt Angle coming to TNA. Like, just one of those that, damn, really? right now. So
Hey man, listen. Best wishes and future endeavors to Ilya Draganov. Excited to see, like you said, where he goes. And hopefully they utilize him the way he is able to be utilized because hell of a talent. Hell of a talent. Speaking of talent,
speaking of talent and releases and free agents, I have a list of some contracts that will be expiring in 2027 for AEW. And I'm going to read off some of these names, and you're just going to give me your thoughts.
okay.
So we have with Britt Baker,
Mm,
DMD.
okay, this okay.
Britt Baker, someone who's a core member, one of the OGs of AEW. I think she might have been the first woman signed or something like that.
She might.
Former AEW women's champion, but has not been around in a long time. It's like years. We haven't seen Britt Baker back. So it is basically been rumored that Tony Khan is keeping her out on purpose to let her contract run out because he will not be renewing her contract. Her contract is set to expire in fall of 2026, so in a couple months.
Okay, so should we? So should I say release for keep? Make it easier. Make it like a this or that kind of thing.
How about you? Because you're not an AEW guy. How about you look at the lens from as a WWE guy? Is this somebody
Uh,
that you feel WWE might pick up or be looking at?
Britt Breaker. I mean Britt Baker. I'm sorry.
Now, it was also
I'm gonna
reported
say
that the
no.
reason she's been out is because of some tensions with some people in AEW.
I'm gonna say no.
All right, you say no.
I don't think WWE. I don't think WWE like needs her, or they could look at it. I don't think they need her. I think what they need to do is utilize the talent they have now. Stop signing more people just for you to bullshit with others. Like I feel like because here's the thing. Like you're most likely she's either gonna be in some type of fake ass tag team, or she's gonna have maybe like one or two good looks, and then that's it. So no, you need to utilize. You have a lot of great female talent in WWE right now. You do not need her right now.
Okay, I got one for you. Samoa Joe set to be under contract until at least 2027.
Mm. How old is Joe? Joe got to be in his 40s, 44 type shit. 44, 45,
47.
47. Okay, I was close. 47 and up until like midway 2027.
Yeah, at least I think they said at least through 2027
Okay. As much as I would love to see Samoa Joe versus Jacob
or
Fatu,
until at least 2027.
as much as I would love to see those two go at it, I think WWE's good. I think we're good. I think he's good. Now, if he wants to do like a commentator role or like a backstage role somewhere, by all means. But in terms of like active talent, I think Joe, well done. You're good.
And I got some of these people, some of these names I could say if I think AEW will resign. Queen Aminata is someone I could see being resigned. Deanna Perrazzo will probably end up getting resigned. I think they'll resign Joe. Here's
Hmm.
another big name, Adam Cole. Adam
Adam
Cole
Cole. Hmm.
signed until 2027. Going to win in 2027, but he signed until 2027.
Adam Cole. I'll make Adam Cole. I could see them. I could
The
possibly see them running it back. Just maybe.
thing about Adam Cole is we don't even know if he's going to be able to come back. Cole is
That's
still
true.
out.
Yeah, because he is injured, right?
Yes, and kind of like a semi retirement right now because of the buildup of concussions. He
Mm,
got a lot of concussions
yeah,
in a short period of
that's
time, so
true. That's
he
true.
hasn't been around. He's been out for a long time,
That's
and it's kind of
true.
unknown whether or not he'll be able to come back.
So you know what? Nah, we good. Nah, I wouldn't want to risk another concussion if he does come back. So nah. Mm-mm.
Here's another big name and someone that I thought WWE would have tried to get before he even signed with AEW. Kazuchika Okada
Mm.
is set to expire in March of 2027. If I'm AEW,
I think he
I try to
resigns.
resign.
I
But
think he
if he
resigns.
doesn't,
I wouldn't like it because I feel like they don't do like Japanese and like Korean wrestlers like they do justice. I don't think they book them well enough. They don't book them well, and I wouldn't, especially nah. So I mean they, mm-mm, mm-mm. You resign.
FTR
Yeah, hell yeah,
for
bring them back,
April 2027.
bring them back. Need them. Let's do it. Let's do it. Tag team is fucking dying. Let's do it. Let's do it. Like you
I
seen it.
know
Come on.
I saw the reports that WWE is looking to revamp the tag division and put some more life into it. This is the best way to do that. I don't
100%.
see FTR resigning with AEW just because AEW seems like a good place in a good place with their tag team division right now. FTR has done everything when it comes to tag team wrestling in AEW.
Yeah.
Longest reigning champs. Right now they had the most reigns as champs. I just think that FTR should go back to WWE and kind of get that stain of what was their first WWE run, main roster run, and how just underutilized they were in that run. Try to erase that. So I would go back to the WWE if I was them.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle O'Reilly, December 2027.
No fucking why not? But I think AEW definitely tries to resign him. I can't see them letting him walk away. Um. So, but in the slim chance that he does, WWE needs to grab him immediately. Immediately.
Now these last four are the big ones.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna start off Hangman Adam Page, signed to at least through 2027. End of 2027, coming in 2028.
Nah. You stay.
Hangman
You
Adam
stay with
Page.
it. Either stay with AEW or call it quits.
It's tricky for Hangman because he's in the story where he can't get a title shot, a world title shot. So through 2027, what is 2027 going to look like for him? Adam Page?
Yeah.
Would it look kind of like Cody before he left, where everybody was just like, "Okay, man, we know you're capped. You can't grow past this point. We don't want to sit and watch you handicap yourself."
Yeah, but I don't feel like WWE. I don't think he's a good fit for WWE. I'm be real with you. I don't really think he's a good fit. Just like looking at the landscape, yeah, it can change, but I don't think. Mm-mm, uh,
Yeah, I had to disagree with you there. I think Adam Page could fit well in the WWE. I'm not going to say he's the best, like on the mic, but in ring, he's really good. Still young enough. I don't know. I feel like that could be one that I see WWE doing that. John Moxley, another guy signed through 2027. This was announced by AEW too, by the way.
So obviously, everybody wants him to come back and you know one last time and everything. I think he is doing fantastic at AEW, and I don't think he should leave AEW to go to WWE and kill his whole moniker of what he worked so hard to build and create. So I think he should stay at AEW. I don't think he should leave. Like, listen, you can give your your respects and everything from a from the other side. You know, like you can do something outside the company. Like when it's all said and done. Like for for nostalgic purposes. But you don't. No, I think John has worked very hard to build and create what he is doing, and we don't want. I don't want that to just be removed and we go back to Dean. Even if he stays John Moxley, I just don't think WWE will allow him to have that freeway that he has at AEW. I think AEW resigns him.
Especially now that chapter has kind of been closed on the Shield between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Now more than ever, I feel like there's really no reason for him to go back. Before, to me, that would have been the reason. Go back, possibly get the WrestleMania Shield triple threat match. Yeah, that would have been really the only reason for me to want to see Moxley back in the WWE. But now, since that's happened, I really don't care to see Moxley back in WWE until he's stepping on that Hall of Fame stage.
I agree, 100% agree. So okay, I'm thinking of the names you already said. You said Hangman. You said John Moxley. So I got two more names.
Mm-hmm.
One of these Jones is definitely Kenny Omega, but I'm gonna wait.
Well, that was the
hmm
next one.
Kenny Omega. Um, yeah,
Signed
yeah,
through
let's
at
do
least
it.
2027. So these last for all through 2027. So
So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I definitely think that Kenny Omega would be a great fit for WWE, and I think WWE, they see him. They, obviously they didn't get him the first time, but like, let's get him now. Like, this is perfect. This is perfect timing. This is he, you know, doesn't have that much left in terms of maybe not like ring maybe like I don't know how to put it, but like definitely I think he would be able to give you some nice matches. You sign up for maybe sign up for like a year or two, you feel me? Like and let him work. Like just let him work. Let him do what Kenny Omega does best. I feel like that would be great for not only WWE, but I feel like you would be bringing in fans from AEW that maybe doesn't don't watch WWE. You'll be bringing fans in from New Japan. You'll be bring like I feel like that would be great because we get to see matches that people have been fantasizing about seeing. So like, yeah, let's do it. Absolutely, let's do it. Like Kenny Omega for sure, man. Listen, I've been wanting the Omega versus the Seths and we can get them put Finn in there, right? Do a little Finn action, run it back. You can, like him and KO would be nice. Like I for me, I got it would if we had some crazy matches.
I'm a Kenny Omega fan, and I'm going to hold hope that we could eventually get Seth Rollins versus Kenny Omega
That would be beautiful,
in
bro.
a WWE ring. I'm gonna
That's
hold
that's
on to
Wres-
that
that's
hope.
WrestleMania for sure.
Uh, there is a possibility. Kenny's one of those where he helped start this company, so it's going to be real hard for him to walk away, especially for the WWE. But I'm going to hold hope because I just it feels wrong not being able to get some of these matches that we can get
You have to, bro. You have to get some of them.
with all the history with him and Punk. Or was it full wherever they had that brawl with him and the Bucks and Kenny, what show it was. But with all that history, Punk versus Kenny Omega would go crazy. Punk versus Seth Rollins. Not Punk versus Seth Rollins. Kenny versus Seth Rollins. Kenny versus Roman Reigns. Just matches I feel like we gotta see. The last name or names. Nick and Matt Jackson. The Young
Young
Bucks
Bucks, dude.
are signed through at least through 2027.
Damn, man.
I
You
have
know
more
what?
hope in Kenny than the Bucks.
I have to say the opposite. I would have to say if Kenny goes, I feel like the Bucks may follow. I'm not gonna lie. Why not? Why not, man? That'd be dope, bro. Like just how we were saying stuff about Kenny and wanting to see matches. Young Bucks and the Usos, my nigga. What? That's needed. That's needed. Like that is the one match I need. We can even do the Young Bucks in the motherfucking thong. Like, come like we like yes, man, we can do it, bro. But here's my only exception. We signed if WWE signed the Young Bucks, the tag team division needs to be in the peakest of forms for them to for me to agree with that signing. Because if not, I'm telling the Young Bucks, stay where you at. Go back to being the EVPs. You feel me? Because it ain't worth the time. As much as I would love to see, because obviously the Usos still gonna be there. You feel me? Um, my fucking tongue is gonna be there. But that's just two matches. You feel me? So the only way I say yes for and WWE to sign is if the tag team division is at its peakest form.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Bucks are too involved in the everyday workings of AEW to really want to move. They're
Mhm.
too involved in the everyday workings, in my opinion.
Either or, I'm not mad at either or. For sure, FTR and Kenny Omega, let's do it.
That's all for my list of possible of upcoming 2027 slash 2028 and some 2026 uh, expiring contracts for AEW. We'll see who jumps ship. We'll see who gets contract extensions. Let me know who y'all would let us know who y'all would like to see possibly come over to WWE, or if you think that there's going to be some more people coming from WWE to AEW, because that's also most likely going to happen.
Bailey for sure going over there.
Bailey,
But yeah, Bailey is definitely on AEW. Without a shadow of a doubt, she's going to AEW. I see it.
I don't know. I've been seeing all this. I'm like, and to me, it just seems like she's staying.
I hope not. I need her to
Like
go
to
to
me, it just
AEW.
seems like she's doing all this and just going to end up staying in WWE, which I don't think it's a bad thing for her, and I don't think it's a good thing. It's kind of I'm kind of indifferent towards it because it's not like Bailey gets treated terribly in the WWE. She's had a Hall of Fame
Oh,
career.
yeah, no. She has. She's not. No, listen. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that.
her going to AEW at this point would just be her kind of testing herself.
I think she should. Why not?
To me,
So,
she
I
don't got
mean,
nothing to prove though.
no, but I think it'd be fun. Just for the plot. For the plot. You know what really grinds my gears?
What's up?
Sami Zayn.
Why does Sami Zayn grind your gears?
Because he had to interject himself into what one of Sami Zayn had to interject himself into possibly one of the best championship matches we have seen on SmackDown in a very, very long time. Kevin Owens and CM Punk. was out there working they ass off. The match was beautiful. The crowd was literally on their feet half the goddamn match. And Sami Zayn had to interject and intervene into the match. And probably wonder, well, I mean, Sami Zayn's Canadian too. You had to have Sami Zayn. Hey, cool, 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 cool. But you saw the man, like, let him work. And then after the match, then he can go ahead and do what he gotta do. But not do it listen, how many times are we going to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?
To the end of time, my friend.
Why? That's literally another $7 in Roman Reigns. We just closed that chapter. Like,
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Here's why I look at that. Here's why I look at that a little different, or those two feuds, because Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens' relationship from the start of it, if you go back to their beginnings, they were always feuding with each other. They were tag team, then they feuded with each other for years. Came to the WWE and feuded with each other for some more years before they teamed up. So that's one of them things where you just know there's always going to be either Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn as a tag team or them fighting against each other.
okay, so all right, so maybe dynamically it's not the same, but like you said, we're gonna get Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to the end of time. Like,
Yeah,
we got Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, like literally we got it for so fucking long, and they just closed this year.
but what are you getting bad matches out of it?
No, but like, bro, what? Like, why? Why do we need that? Like, let's do that later. He just came back. Why are we already going into Sami Zayn KO? Get that for a few months from now. Get that next year.
I
We don't
mean,
need
that's
that right now.
part of the reason they had him come back at WrestleMania. Not WrestleMania, SummerSlam
For
in the middle
for
of Sammy's match, right?
you
He
have
didn't just come back in the Sami Zayn match for no reason. It was literally placed there on purpose.
so what was the point of Gunther?
Feeling.
Fuck.
It was feeling. Gunther was feeling. Gunther had a match against Nick Aldis the night before, so he didn't. We knew he wasn't going to win the match.
Listen, bro.
It was to get the reaction, like, oh, it's Gunther, and then give you the on top of that, oh, it's Kevin Owens return,
Listen. So
and
then,
Gunther
so,
probably going into something with Finn.
but like, so what was the whole purpose of it? Finn? So Finn and KO had a conversation, and Gunther and KO, and then KO and Sammy, and then and
Seeds.
then Sammy and Randy, and then Sammy
You're,
and it's
sprinkling
too
your
much.
seeds. You're sprinkling. You got to sprinkle the seeds so that wherever you go next, it makes sense. Like honestly, like I'm usually on WWE's ass, but it made sense to me. Like, okay, Kevin Owens has talked about his relationship with Finn Balor and them being really close friends before in the past. So of course Finn would come up to give him some talk ahead of his match against Punk. Gunther and Finn Balor are obviously going back and forth right now, which is why Gunther interrupted Finn Balor and Kevin's conversation. Because at the end of the day, this is all surrounding the WWE Championship.
Of course, it's as it should be.
So, of
I
course,
just
Gunther saying I'm next. Okay, Finn Balor saying I'm next, which neither of them are really next because they're probably going to fight each other first. And then, as far as the Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, that relationship, we just explained that. Don't got to go further into that. And Punk, who did he talk to? Who did Punk? Did Punk talk to somebody? I thought he did on SmackDown, but
no.
I mean to be sure.
So
But yeah,
like
that's
it. So I,
while all that is going on, I think then the next outcome will probably end up being CM Punk in a triple threat match with KO and Sammy.
which I mean, of course, that makes the most sense. But like,
You
I
also can't
just
tell me you expected anyone in that match, either one of them, to lose clean in that match.
no, no, especially not after the fucking referee bump and stunner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then to go to sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I said no, okay, nobody's been clean this match just based off of that. But
Even
like,
before that, like before even going into that, I knew there was no one that was going to win this match clean.
but still, man, I just you feel me? Hey, for some people it works right now. For me, give it to me later. Like, and you know what's gonna happen. Give it to me months down the road. I'll be cool with it.
Because if anything, aren't you kind of picking up where you left off with that? Because before Kevin Owens got hurt, his last match was Sami Zayn.
Was it?
Yeah, Royal Rumble, right?
Well, I could have sworn he had another. Maybe. I don't know.
No, his last match was the no disqualification match with Sami Zayn.
It's been long as shit. I can't remember. But I just that was just something that grind my gears. Like this, you know, I don't need it now. Just give it to me later. Honestly, that's where I'm at. Of course, you know, disqualification. CM Punk still won. You feel me? GTS. Kevin. I mean, yeah, GTS. Kevin Owens got pinned 1, 2, 3. Sammy hits Punk with the title and KO with the title again. Um, yeah, yeah.
Good match on a very average SmackDown.
Oh, this SmackDown was fucking horrible.
This was an average
I'm gonna
SmackDown.
be so
I
real
was
with you,
really excited for Blake Monroe to get her debut, but they didn't even do it.
bro. Literally didn't do it. It's like she went out and bro, that shit was. Oh my god,
A part of me thinks it's because they don't know what they're going to do in terms of entrance for her,
they don't know.
because they took her mirror shit away for some reason. Just give it back. This is what. Let's stop touching shit. Give it back. It was unique. It was hers. Give her her mirror entrance. It's
It
like
was
you let Trick
ass.
Williams spin on the little shit when he comes out.
A little shitty on the little spinny shits.
Little spinny shit. Give her her mirror entrance back. And then you can have her debut. Finally.
Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton can't touch each other, or they gonna lose the title. They gonna lose the chance to be a champion again. Cool, like ass. Like we're not here for that. You feel me? Like don't care about it. Ass. Um,
MFT beat
MFT's
R-Truth and
beat
Damien
R
Priest.
Truth with Damon Priest, but Damon Priest is gonna beat the shit out of R Truth one of these days. It's gonna happen. But once again, we knew it was coming. Ass.
I don't
Um,
really need to see someone whoop on R-Truth. Just go back to the singles division. I don't really need to see you beef with R-Truth, bro. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck enough.
Tiffany Stratton, Last Legend. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, yeah, but we already knew Nia was gonna get involved some way, and then Chelsea came out with Kendo. You feel me? Shout out Chelsea Woo. Ass. You feel me? Trick Williams, Lil Yachty, Baron Corbin. We already knew this was coming. It's Atlanta, Georgia. You think you're not gonna have Lil Yachty on the fucking Sunday night main event card in Atlanta, Georgia, in
Well,
his hometown?
I knew he was gonna be there, but I really thought they were just gonna do Trick versus Baron Corbin
No,
for the
I feel.
title and just have
Mm-mm.
Trick win
I
it.
I saw that shit coming from a mile away. I
You
just
saw
said,
Lil Yachty wrestling from a mile
yes,
away. I
bro.
really did not see that coming.
You not he's been training with Avi now
I
for
did.
months.
I have seen the training of like him being in, but I didn't think it was going to lead to nothing for real. I
Like,
just thought, like, I don't know why I just didn't think it would really lead to nothing. I was
bro,
really not expecting Lil Yachty to really step in there and have a match. This is
bro.
really about to happen.
If I'm training if I'm like doing WWE training, I'm going to have a match. Like I'm not going to do this shit just for the fun.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
fucking my body up for
you feel
nothing.
me? I'm not going to sit there and take them fucking bumps just because I like the feeling. No, fuck no. I'm going to go wrestle. Like you feel me? Yeah, I just feel good on my back. I'm gonna go ahead and bump to it about 2 3 times. No, fuck no. I'm going there to wrestle. So I figured this when as soon as they announced saying they made an event, I said they finna have this nigga on this card, bro. Like he's going to fucking wrestle. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Cause once I started seeing yeah, Braun Breaker saying that main event, Atlanta, Georgia. Obviously Cody Rhodes, Atlanta, Georgia. I said, oh, they're gonna have Yachty on this bitch. Feel me? Another Atlantean. Like, come on. But still, look, if Elo Yachty survives the trick, you get your title match. But if he
It's
doesn't, that's
5 minutes,
it.
right? He has
Yeah,
the last
feel me?
five
He
minutes.
has to last 5 minutes. He's gonna fucking last 5 minutes. Like,
I mean,
like, like literally the only good things that came out of SmackDown,
it's a way to get Yachty involved. I'm not mad at it.
the only good things that came out of SmackDown was the vignette of Shinsuke and Kyoki. You feel me? The title match, KO and Punk. That's it. Honestly, that's the only good thing that came out of SmackDown.
So, speaking of Sunday night's main event, the three matches announced for the card so far are Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, which I would love for that to be no holds barred. Would love for that to be no holds barred. Obafemi versus Braun Breaker, and Baron Corbin versus Lil Yachty. If Yachty survives 5 minutes, Trick gets another title shot against Corbin. Give me two more matches. Give me like a women's tag title match on
Who?
that joint.
Who?
Fatal Influence versus I don't know Tiffany and Paige.
Exactly.
Fuck it. Fuck it. They don't gotta win. Just give me the match. Give me
When she and the whole thing with Lash and Chelsea, you gonna
another
put
filler joint in there, and we got a
my
cool
nigga,
little Saturday
you
night's
better
main
you
event
better off you better off
Sunday.
getting Javon Evans big cast.
Give me Javon Evans big cash. Honestly, give me Javon Evans big cash. At this point, I've come to the realization these Jones are going to be mostly bullshit. But if you're gonna fill in with people I want to see, then I'm not mad at it. At least give me the last two matches. With the last two matches, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Obafemi, Braun Breaker, I'm cool right there. Make it will help if you can make Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton's no disqualification. But if you
That was
can't,
much better.
or no holds barred or something. But if you can't, cool. Give me Javon Evans, Big Cass. I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it.
You think Cody Rhodes gonna be a Paul Heyman guy?
No.
Not even based off of what he said at the end. It's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Somebody got to be fucking here. I'm tired of this shit.
Somebody got to be healed.
No, I'm saying like he need to turn heel or Punk need to turn. I'm tired. I just no tired of this shit.
I mean, Punk worked heel in the match. He worked heel in Kevin Owens match.
I need Cody to stop being a bitch and start going where he need to go. I'm be simple with you, bro. I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna need him to stop being a bitch and go to the length he want to go. Go where Randy knows you can go. Go there. Go meet Randy outside. You feel me? Stop pulling back. Like fuck it. I guarantee you he would probably get he would talk about numbers movers. That man, his numbers would move even more if he once he turned heel. I'm gonna be so real with you.
I think Braun Breaker is likely the next long-term Paul Heyman guy. If Paul Heyman is even around long-term, I don't know how much longer Paul is going to be around.
At
Like
least
for
on
some reason,
TV.
Brock going just felt like fuck. We gonna lose Paul soon.
Maybe on TV, but I don't think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
like
I'm
yeah.
I'm talking mainly just TV Paul Heyman. Paul
Yeah.
Heyman backstage is gonna be Paul Heyman backstage forever. But I think
Yeah.
like on screen character Paul Heyman, we might lose, depending on if whether or not they decide to run with Braun Breaker for real. If they keep wasting time, let's see Paul Heyman be like, "Fuck this."
Yeah. What if they say fuck it and make Oba Paul Heyman guy?
Again, I just think Oba speaks well for himself to not need it. It could work. It will work because Obafemi is that much of a monster that it will work, right?
Hmm.
Paul Heyman introducing Obafemi, and then he points to the stage, and then you hear the little, what's it like the deep breath that starts at the
Hmm.
yeah, that joint. And lights go off. It will work. I just think Oba does a great job of speaking for himself to the point where he doesn't really need it.
Yo, I'm be real with you. I don't think Oba wins Sunday. I don't think Braun Breaker wins either.
Okay, so do
I
you
think
think they
nobody
just
wins.
battle to a no contest?
I think they just battle to a no contest. Personally, I don't think any. I don't think it's not in the best interest for anybody to lose that. I think you just you know what you do? You pull a Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes. Minus the Drew McIntyre. Even hey, unless you would have bring Drew McIntyre back Sunday. But like, you feel me? No contest. Just had them motherfuckers fight.
I see it kind of going like they have a match and then the Vision comes out
That too.
and
Also,
then
that's
the
why I
Street
said I don't.
Profits come back.
And Street Profits at Atlanta, yeah, cool.
They
That's
come back,
nice.
they save Oba,
If
and
they,
we get like a
that's true.
tag.
If they come back, cause ain't unless they got my boy in feel me on paternity time, my boy Taz, feel me.
How really long is paternity times? This
Listen,
Jimmy Usos was like 3 days.
well, Montez has had at least a month or two. So
Okay,
maybe,
it's time. It's time to come back,
maybe,
bro. It's time to come back.
maybe. Um,
We want to move on to
listen,
Raw because we did not talk about Raw.
yeah, fuck SmackDown. SmackDown get a two for me.
Raw was fucking great.
Raw was beautiful. Job well done. Job well done. Like literally, I can't stress to you enough how much you made me appreciate watching Raw that Monday. You feel me?
Like
Like,
every match from the start, from the first one, JD and Javon to the last one
like
was really good.
literally.
Which like this episode of Raw felt like an old episode of SmackDown, where it wasn't like just filled with big names. It was the workhorses being workhorses. Javon Evans, JD McDonough, Ray Phoenix, Dragon Lee. Even though I talked shit about Dragon Lee last week, I do think Dragon Lee is good. I don't think Dragon Lee is bad. I just don't think he should have beat Dominic Mysterio. Like
First of all,
even so, Ruka and Lyra was really good.
listen, I think you missing the bigger picture with Stephanie Bakir. That's all I'm saying.
Stephanie Becker
Listen, hey,
was
that's
looking.
that's how you
She
start a
was
show.
looking. She
That's how you start a
looking in
show.
that joint.
You feel me?
She was
That's what I'm
looking
saying.
good.
You feel me? He said, but like, of course they came out, they jumped my girl for me. Shout out Becky, but listen, man. Well, listen. Let me tell you something. All that was good, but there was one thing. There was one thing that topped everything on that show. This is the one thing that when you talk about this episode of Raw, you cannot talk about it without talking about the best thing that happened on the show, and that is the Intercontinental Championship match between Rey Mysterio and Chad Gable. You want to talk about a weekly match, like a weekly show match? and to that be right now the best TV match of the year, bro. Like I literally thought we was back in the early 2000s SmackDown, like you said, an old SmackDown show. Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle.
Ray was getting cheered so loud, man. It was like, oh wow, he might actually win this title right here off that last 619. Like, crowd was going crazy. This match was amazing. Lots of false finishes. I told y'all that the pace was going to pick up now. That shit was going to be a little different with Chad Gable as Intercontinental Champion. If you're not bringing your A game in there, you're going to get left behind. And Ray brought his A game. That was a great match from Rey Mysterio
1000%.
at his age. Like, he was still going in there and doing shit. I'm like, yo, how is Ray even doing this at 50?
Crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like that just shows, bro. That just shows the longevity of Rey Mysterio, bro. Like the fact that he's out here putting on damn near 5-star TV show matches at 50
Yeah.
years old. Like
Chad, another one. This is what we knew was going to happen once you got that belt, man. Chad Gable this year has had a match of the year caliber match with El Grande Americano. Had a crazy match with Penta at SummerSlam for the Intercontinental Championship. And then just had a instant classic with Rey Mysterio on Raw. Chad Gable is going to be in Wrestler of the Year contention.
he definitely he's for sure will be top 10 on that list. Has to be. Has to be. Um
Ending the
hey,
night with the Bloodline segment,
hmm
and that's your residential Bloodline hater in here. I will give credit when credit is due. This was probably their best done segment since being back.
and first of all, shout out to Solo Sokola because you feel me. That boy know he is about to skyrocket. Like he he about to skyrocket, bro. I love him being a face. Like I enjoy watching him being a face, and I'm so glad that they didn't allow him to rejoin the bloodline because that would have been the dumbest move ever. Like you have a gold mine here in Solo right now. Like I literally saw reports that they finna make the pew pew merch. You feel me? Like, yo, like this is it. This is it. If you let him work, you feel me? Don't like it makes no sense to put him in the bloodline again. That's stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid.
this was really well done from the beginning of the show where the Usos are trolling Solo as he's walking out of the locker room and the interaction with LA Knight, all the way leading up to when they're in the ring with Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns shows back the video package of Tribal Combat from last year. Felt like I forgot that even happened.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Season premiere Raw.
that even had me like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
he might have to acknowledge this man tonight, right? And then uh Jacob Fatu attacking Solo and Usos jumping on him. Then here comes LA Knight to make the save, and damn, is LA Knight still over when that
100%.
music hits.
100%. He listen, man. He he is his own worst enemy. Even though I did hear some shit that Triple H don't like LA Knight, but he's his own worst enemy. Like Don't fuck it up. Do not fuck it. Do not fuck the momentum that you have up, bro. Because you know he good for it. You know he good for it.
At the end, when Solo is when the Usos have LA Knight and Roman tells Solo to spike him, and Solo's screaming, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry," and then he spikes Roman. I was like, "Yeah, this is really good. This was really good." My boy Jacob had to sit in the corner like a cuck the whole time and watch Roman get his ass whooped, which was kind of crazy.
He said,
But
teach your man how to squabble.
that was kind of crazy. And Jacob just
Yeah,
over there looking like, "Hey, I tried to help. I
yeah.
tried to help you.
For me, I'm
You
just
told me to chill."
following the rules, man. But hey, listen, everybody gets a little follow. Feel me? You get a little follow. You get a little follow.
Jacob looked pissed.
Oh, he was 100% pissed. 100% pissed. Like these
The
these
Usos
these whole
getting
ass
him.
niggas, whole ass
That's
niggas
what
finna
makes
get
me think Survivor Series. I think we end the night with Jacob turning on the bloodline in Survivor Series.
makes sense. Makes sense. I don't think he needs to stay in there any longer. Honestly, like he did his due diligence. Due diligence. He served his time. I think he good. Have him go and do his own thing. Feel me? And have him declare for the Royal Rumble and have a bunch of people gunning for Roman. Jacob Solo. If LA doesn't win, LA, Oba. You feel me? Just a bunch of people, man, back against the wall. So you know, honestly, I mean, Raw really doesn't need a rate for me because even though I gave SmackDown a 2, I'm gonna
Oh,
give
I didn't even
Raw.
race SmackDown. Go ahead.
I'm gonna give Raw 8. This is good. This is a very very watchable Raw for me. I'll give it an
I'm gonna
8.
give I'm gonna give SmackDown a 5.5.
Fuck SmackDown. I'll give it a 2.
Uh, Raw Raw gets a 7.
But we listen. We gonna head over to our AEW correspondent, man. Hey, what we got for AEW?
AEW solid this week. You had both Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega in their respective teams face pairings of the Don Callis family. So that was what this show was kind of built around. Will Ospreay and United Empire took on Rocky Romero, Lance Archer, and Brian Cage, while Kenny and the Elite took on Davis Doyle and El Clone. Both matches were good. I think the main event was a little better than me. Both Okada and Kyle Fletcher both vowed that Takeshita will not win the international championship. But Okada says if he wins, he wants Kyle Fletcher to raise his hand. And Fletcher says Okada, as his friend, should try to make sure that he wins. And then you had a little brawl between Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita. But Takeshita ended up holding the title up at the end. So I'm really stoked for this match. I can't wait. Kenny and Will Ospreay had a pre-recorded sit-down interview with Renee Paquette, and this was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, because Will Ospreay, as good as he is inside that ring on the mic, sometimes he's just the shittiest. Like his talking points made no sense because Kenny had rebuttals for all of them. At the end, Kenny mentions Will Ospreay's dad and his stepson to try to get under Will Ospreay's head, into Will Ospreay's head before the match. Moxley versus Jay White, crazy, crazy match. Moxley wins and advances to the semifinals of the Continental Cup. After that match, the Dogs come out to attack Jay White. Cope and Cage come to make the save, but they get overpowered by the Dogs. And then Brodito and Hangman Adam Page come out, save them, and make an open declaration challenge to any of the trios teams to come at them at All In for the trios title. So I don't know how this is going to work. It may be like a I don't know how that's going to work, honestly.
Like a
But
gauntlet, something.
later in the night, Swerve responded and was like, anybody? And he kind of just walked away. So
It's gonna be a New Day for sure. It's
it's
gonna be
pretty.
close.
It looked like it's pretty
Yeah.
much can be confirmed that the New Day will be coming over to AEW and joining Swerve in that match. The segment between Mercedes and Willow was fire. It started as a backstage interview where Mercedes had been trying to say that Willow's been bullying her because everything bad that's happened to Mercedes in her career since coming to AEW has been because of Willow. When she got hurt in New Japan, she had to relinquish the title to Willow. When she came over to AEW and won the Owen Hart tournament, she had to go through Willow. When she lost the TBS championship, she lost it to Willow. Like, Willow just seems to always be at the scene when something bad goes wrong for Mercedes. So I thought that was a great angle to take from her. It's ended up leading to a brawl, and they brawled out to the ring, and security had to break them up, and it just looked really good. It was really well done. Sheeta versus Persephone versus Chris Statlander versus Maya World for the TBS Championship was a really good match. Maya World ended up getting the roll up on Statlander, and I wanted to talk about this because this was crazy. I don't know if you remember a long time ago, Jeff Hardy was feuding with Edge.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeff Hardy was making his entrance for a match. And
And
his
the
pyro
pyro
went on off.
with
And
Darby Allin, right?
yeah, they
Yeah, I saw
repeated
that.
that spot with Kevin Knight and Darby Allin, and it looked crazy. And then Kevin Knight hit him with a coast to coast with a chair wrapped around his face. And Darby had to be carted out. And he was carted out with Sting's son, Steve Borden Jr.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's
Nope.
looking like they're going to start introducing Sting's son into the mix. He'll probably have a match with Kevin Knight before Darby's match with Kevin Knight at All In. And the final Continental Cup match for the night was between Nigel McGuinness and Hechicero. And Nigel McGuinness ends up winning and advances to the semifinals. So far in the semifinals, you have Jon Moxley, Nigel McGuinness, and the final quarterfinal matches are between Kyle O'Reilly and Orange Cassidy and Claudio Castagnoli, and I think Daniel Garcia, because somehow he got into a play-in match. I'm pretty sure Moxley will still end up winning this tournament here because it's the first time. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly beating Moxley in this tournament. Yeah, that was AEW Dynamite. Solid show. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 6.
Before we go to that spot this week, I want to do something that I'm gonna just randomly pop up, to my co-host. You feel me? Because listen, if anybody knows Justin, Justin knows ball. Now we want to see how much ball he knows. So we're gonna do a fast money round. 5 questions. That would be knowledge. That would be base. You got 10 seconds to answer these questions. All right. You know
Okay.
ball.
I think I know ball. Let's see what we got.
All right. First question. Which WWE superstar was the first to win a Royal Rumble match from the dreaded number one entry spot?
The first person to win from number one.
Uh,
I know the most famous. Was it Shawn?
Shawn Michaels. All
Okay.
right.
I thought it
Question
was
number
Ric
two.
Flair for a second. Go ahead.
Question number two. At WrestleMania 23, Donald Trump and Vince McMahon faced off in a battle of the billionaires, where the losing billionaire got his head shaved. Which wrestler represented Donald Trump in that match?
Umaga.
Well,
It wasn't Umaga?
it's Bobby Lashley.
Oh, Donald. It was the other way. My bad.
Hmm.
I look
All
at
right.
Donald Trump like a bad guy. It was the other way around. Bobby Lashley.
Number three. What was the name of the iconic high flying finishing move that Rey Mysterio used to win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 22?
West Coast Pop.
Talk about the 619.
Oh, what? Okay. What? Okay. He didn't win the title with the 619. He won it with the West Coast Pop. Okay.
Listen, dude, they were the 619. Okay. All right. Before
I kind
question
of got
four.
hold on that joint. All right.
Question four. Before becoming a multi-time champion and leader of the New Day, Kofi Kingston won his very first singles championship in WWE by defeating Chris Jericho. Which title did he win?
Intercontinental Championship.
Intercontinental Championship, yes. All right. And last question. Which tag team partner did Seth Rollins famously turn on in 2014 by hitting him in the back with a steel chair, officially destroying the Shield?
Oh, Roman Reigns.
All right. All right. Listen. Okay.
Go, hey, hot tag. Go back and watch Rey Mysterio, Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, WrestleMania 22. And tell me what move Rey Mysterio won that title with. Because yes, he set him up with the 619, but that pinfall came from the West Coast Pop.
That's not the answer. They're looking for. They're looking for
In the
619.
highlight package, they don't even show the 619.
All right. So you got 2 out of 5. All right. Listen. We'll be
3.
back next. You got 2 out of 5. I mean 3 out of 5. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. You got 3 out of 5.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What is
My
going
bad. My
on?
bad. My bad. Listen. 3 out of 5. Feel me? Listen.
And I
Hot
only
tag. If
got
y'all got some.
the what's the name wrong because I
You
look at
switched
Donald
them.
Trump like an asshole, so I switched it to Vince and
Listen. I'll
Lionel.
tell you, if y'all got some questions, shoot me some DMs, give me some questions for me. We're gonna try to do this at least every episode, every other episode for me, because for me, Justin knows ball, so we're gonna see how much ball he knows. All right. But without further ado, we're gonna go into our hot spots for the week. You feel me? My good brother, you go ahead and start us off. What's your hot spots for the week?
So for my first hotspot of the week, it's going to go to Ray versus Chad. I feel like we both probably have that in there. The match was just really fucking well done. A lot of, like I said, false finishes. The last 619 from Rey Mysterio had everybody think he was going to win. And then Chad with the reverse into the ankle lock. It spectacular match. I'm so hyped for the Chad Gable Intercontinental Championship run. My second hot spot of the week will have to go to the Bloodline. Oddly enough, it's going to have to go to that Bloodline segment from Raw. Everybody did great leading up to it in the segment itself. LA Knight, Solo, even Usos, Jacob, Roman, everybody did great. So that's going to be my second hot spot of the week. And my third hot spot of the week is going to go to Jon Moxley versus Jay White for in the Continental Cup. It's a great match from two phenomenal wrestlers. I really thought they were going to save this match for the finals, but we got it for free on Dynamite, so I wasn't mad at it. And it was a great match. So those are going to be my three hot spots of the week.
All right. My 3 hot spots of the week. Number one, we're starting off with Kevin Owens, CM Punk. Even though I hated the ending, I still feel like that match was a hell of a match. Probably one of the best championship matches we've seen on SmackDown in a while. Shout out, especially wasn't in Toronto. You feel me? So shout out Kevin Owens and CM Punk for putting on a hell of a match for me. Number two, of course, as Justin said it, Rey Mysterio, Chad Gable. Once again, I think that was one of the best championship matches I have seen ever in a while, especially on a weekly TV show match. Um, so I mean, just like I said, that felt like an old school SmackDown episode with them two. So if you haven't watched it, please go watch it and watch the other Chad, Kevin Owens and CM Punk match. Watch that too. And last but not least, my third hotspot goes to not Braun Breaker, Obafemi. It goes to Obafemi. Why? Because who's the future, Paul? Yo, that impression was first of all was spot on. Two, Brock Baker tried so hard not to laugh,
It
but
was
like
really
that,
good.
bro. I literally, you see it, you see it. I've seen it everywhere, like everywhere. Like just his person alone, and
Yeah.
then obviously going back into him doing his like American accents and everything, bro. Like, yeah, I gotta go to Brown. I mean, Obafemi. Gotta go. Just that.
Another
Honestly,
reason
that
why
whole
I don't think he
promo.
needs a manager. He's
That's true.
great. He's
That's
great by
true.
himself.
And so I think yeah. Shout out to Obafemi, man. That I like that. So those are my hot spots of the week, man. For me. But listen. Those are hot spots. Let us know what you think. Let us know what are your hot spots. Send us DMs, comment, all that stuff. But that wraps up episode 47 of the Hot Tag Podcast. Make sure you follow us on all our socials, like, comment, subscribe, and follow us for more content. We appreciate all the love and the support. Without y'all, nothing is possible. As always, that's Justyn and Rashaad. And remember, stay sharp, stay fresh, stay hot. Peace.
Peace.